Greetings, this is Robert Foertsch, and I'm exposing some very uncomfortable truth. The name of my YouTube channel is Truth, and I've got other profiles on different platforms linked with my name and phone number, exposing some very uncomfortable and unpopular truths. You can explore the content that I've found and shared. It's a deep learning AI research library that I've compiled to expose the truth about all this. Let's see, we've got the moon high in the sky right now too. I've been doing this for years, wanting to help people make an informed choice or decision based on reality, whatever the particular topic is, from health and wellness to spirituality. I've got a really good memory, and I can remember a whole lot of people getting it really wrong, including theologians and professors, Bible teachers, evangelists, ministries having some very unbiblical theology, eschatology, soteriology, basically twisting the Bible to meet the how would I say, the perspective that they want to believe, or for whatever reason they're terribly deceived. And how about that? Why is that? So when I found out that I was deceived, I was glad to find that out. A lot of people are not like that. They don't want to be told that they got it wrong. I don't mind. If you think I've got something wrong or missed something, you can go ahead and send me a link or give me a call. I don't typically engage in any long-term chatting like texting. However, I will send links to the library I've compiled. There's a lot of chatbots going on right now. One of the reasons why I prefer a real-time audio interaction, conversation, is I want to hear voice inflections and all of that. And if somebody was pretending to be a celebrity or someone like that, I would want to be able to not only audio converse with them, I'd want a video conversation. And there's a lot of Ponzi schemes and ways that people are impersonating others, catfishing and distracting and deceiving and all of that. So why is that? Why is that going on? Well, it's going on because that's the reality of the world we live in. It's an epic battle between good and evil, and the evil is very deceptive, doesn't want people to know the truth. I'm all about wanting to know the truth about everything that matters. So there you go. I do appreciate the continued encouragement and support that so many of you provide, either individually or, like I say, publicly on comments and that. So thank you for all of that. Some have thought that I've been away for a long time. I'm just very busy on multiple platforms, and not just that, I enjoy the beauty of creation, coming on out here and enjoying face-to-face interaction with people. This is at the point in Cherry Grove, South Carolina. North Carolina is right up there, a couple miles away. So I'm convinced it's only by God's grace that anybody can love and believe the truth, let alone find it. So the deceived, by irony and paradox, the deceived don't know they're deceived. If I was deceived about a particular topic, especially the more important the topic, the more important getting it right is. So for example, with the law of non-contradiction as the foundation for what I'm about to say, contradictory perspectives can't all be correct. They may all be wrong, except for the truth about it, whatever the topic is. I've got the truth tellers and the deceivers as well in my library. There are content creators that get a lot of it right and some of it wrong. Some of them get the most important reality wrong. It's sad. And the question that I ask is why is that? So if I have a thought or a belief, I continually search out to see if that's still correct. Is there some new information that's become available to expose the truth about it? So when it gets right down to it, the most important reality is to come to the realization of the need to be born of the Holy Spirit, and then the spiritual discernment to accurately determine whether or not that has actually happened. So when I was struggling with the flesh so much for so many years, I found out the reason for that. It's all I had, until I had more, a lot more. The presence and power of the Spirit is so much, it was so obvious that I had been operating in my own strength and didn't know it. So there you go, with the technological and spiritual enslavement that's going on with humanity. It's time to examine yourself, like Paul the Apostle says, and see if you're in the faith. Are you actually born of the Spirit, or are you operating in your own strength? I don't know, I can't tell. In fact, those that meet Jesus at the end of their life and they say, Lord, Lord, didn't we drive out demons, work miracles, and prophesy? He says, away from me, you evildoers, I never knew you. That's in Matthew 7:21. And how about when Jesus is directly talking to the scribes and Pharisees in the Gospel of John? He said, you can't hear me because you're of your father, the devil, the synagogue of Satan. So there's, in this epic battle between good and evil, truth and deception are primary weapons. And Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, the Alpha and Omega, knowing the end from the beginning. He's all-powerful and all-knowing, and it's important to know him, or else you'll regret it forever. And the great news is that he makes sure that all of his children actually are born of the Spirit at some point in our human experience. Alrighty, so there you go. Thanks once again. Feel free to reach out anytime you like.